Hi everybody, welcome to Morning Tea with Omotola. Grab your cup and join me as we dive into stories, trends and happenings around the world, all through my unique opinion and perspective. Let's sip, share and spark conversation together. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, share the stories and leave your comment according to your opinion. Welcome back everyone to Morning Tea with Omotola. Happy New Year. I hope you all are ready for what's to come this year. Today's video is the continuation of the last video. It is about a couple that viewers still do not understand why the marriage is still existing. It's about a Chinese man and a Zambian lady. Their names are JinTao and Anita, also known as Angela. JinTao is a 36-year-old Chinese man, never married, no kids, never dated, and very single. He doesn't know what it feels like to have a girlfriend. His best partner is a cigarette. Anita, also known as Angela, is a 20-year-old Zambian lady, very vibrant, very lively. She has dated before, so she knows what it is to be in a relationship. JinTao was introduced to Anita in Zambia by his uncle, Mr. Zhang, and a matchmaker named Mr. Hang. They both agreed to get married. JinTao's family paid Anita's bride price, got married in Zambia, and moved to China. They will be observing another wedding in China, by the way. While they were still in Zambia, before moving to China, Anita noticed a few things about JinTao, and she raised her concerns. She noticed that he smokes too much. He is always idle and never really takes initiative to do something only if he's been told to do so. His uncle and the matchmaker assured her. They told her that he's a good guy and that his idleness was based on the fact that he is shy and has never dated before. Bear in mind, this is a 36-year-old man. They also assured her that if she gets to China and has observed everything before a Chinese wedding, she can still decide if she wants to go ahead with the marriage or not. They told her that she's free to go back to Zambia to nullify it. But you know what? She decided to go ahead with the wedding. Before I continue, if you're new here and you have not already subscribed, don't forget to do so you can be notified when I upload new stories. Also, don't forget to drop your opinion and views in the comment section below. Remember, your opinion could be for or against. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, so no judging here. Please come along with me as we narrate their story.
A new chapter begins in China. Anita holds her breath as they eat dinner at the restaurant Mr. Hangs took them to. Beside her, JinTao sits quietly, staring out the window. Her mother, seated on the other side, squeezes her hand in reassurance. Anita forces a smile, unsure of what lies ahead. "This is a new beginning," her mother says, trying to sound hopeful. Adapting to life. Life in China starts like a whirlwind. Mr. Zhan and Mr. Hang take Anita and her mother around, introducing them to the sights, sounds, and tastes of the country. Anita marvels at the bustling streets and colorful markets, but she can't help noticing how different everything feels. JinTao remains his quiet self, observing more than participating. Anita tries to engage him, but their conversations are often short and awkward. Her mother reassures her, "Give him time. This is all new for both of you." Deciding to move forward, the days leading up to the wedding were filled with a mix of excitement and apprehension. Mr. Hang, ever the meticulous planner and self-appointed mediator, called Anita and her mother aside during a visit to a prospective wedding venue. "Anita," he said gently but firmly, "this is an important decision. You've experienced life here in China, spent time with JinTao, and seen how things are. If you want to go back to Zambia, now is the time to say so. There's no shame in stepping away. Anita glanced at her mother, who gave her a small nod of reassurance. Her mother had been supportive throughout, but Anita knew the decision was ultimately hers. Taking a deep breath, she replied, "I've thought about it, and I want to continue. I believe things can work out." Her mother chimed in, "We've discussed this at length, and Anita feels this is the right path. We trust your family will support her." Mr. Hang studied their expressions for a moment before nodding. The planning resumed, but the questions lingered in the air like an unspoken truth. One last meeting. A few days before the wedding, Mr. Hang convened a final meeting. Around the table sat Anita, her mother, JinTao's parents, and JinTao himself. Mr. Hang's tone was serious, his words deliberate. "This is the last time I will ask," he began, looking directly at Anita. "Are you sure you want to go through with this marriage? If there are any doubts at all, speak now. It's better to address them now than later." JinTao's mother, a small-framed, elegant woman with a kind demeanor, added softly, "We want you to feel welcomed and loved, Anita. If you're unsure, we understand." The room fell silent, all eyes on Anita. She hesitated, her mind racing through everything, the cultural differences, JinTao's reserved nature, her occasional frustrations, and the weight of the life-changing decision before her. Finally, she looked up, her voice steady. "I've made my decision. I want to continue. I'm ready for this." Her mother nodded in agreement, her voice calm but firm. "This is her choice. We're moving forward." Jintu's parents exchanged a glance, their relief evident. Mr. Hang leaned back in his chair, his expression unreadable. "Very well," he said at last. "The wedding will proceed as planned." Speculation and skepticism. News of the meeting and Anita's decision quickly spread as Mr. Hang, ever the social media influencer, shared a cryptic post about the couple's determination to move forward. Fans erupted in debate. Why is she still going through with this? Is she just after the lifestyle in China? Does she even love JinTao, or is she being pressured? Others were more sympathetic. Maybe she sees potential in him. Marriage is a journey. She's brave to take this step. Despite the swirling opinions, Anita remained composed. But deep down, even she couldn't shake the feeling that her decision would either lead to a fulfilling partnership or a path fraught with challenges she wasn't yet prepared to face. Wedding preparations. Planning for the second wedding begins in earnest. Anita tries on traditional Chinese dresses, and JinTao practices their wedding dance with her. Though he fumbles through the steps, there's a genuine effort that makes Anita smile. But the joy is short-lived. On the eve of the wedding, JinTao's face was filled with numerous scratches, and the viewers noticed and became curious and inquisitive about what could have gone wrong. It was later discovered that an argument erupted between the couple, and while Anita was trying to defend herself from JinTao's punches, she scratched his face. "What happened?" one fan comments. "They shouldn't go through with this wedding," another adds. Mr. Zhang addresses the issue in a live stream a day after, brushing it off as a small misunderstanding. But Anita's unease grows. The wedding day. The wedding day arrives. Anita looks stunning in her gown, and the venue is beautifully decorated. As they step out of the car and start walking towards the wedding venue, a brief struggle ensues over who should hold whose hand, and JinTao and Anita could be seen pulling each other's hands angrily. Cameras catch the moment, and the clip spreads online, fueling more speculation. Why is she still going through with this? JinTao doesn't seem ready for marriage. Mr. Zhang's explanation was that JinTao was trying to communicate with Anita that she was holding him too tight and it was hurting. Anita didn't understand his gesture and tried pulling tighter to him. Viewers weren't buying it. "He's covering for his cousin's behavior again," says a viewer. "Why are they letting them do this?" another viewer observed in the comment. "They are such a cute couple," says another optimistic fan. Despite the hiccups, the ceremony was completed, and the reception was a grand affair. For a moment, it seems like a fairy tale. Anita looks so glamorous in her wedding dress, glowing in her beauty, adjusting to married life. A day before Anita's mother returns to Zambia, JinTao's family promised her that they will take good care of Anita and make her feel at home. JinTao also told her mother not to worry, He said he will make sure she feels constantly comfortable and wouldn't let her lack anything. Anita's mother leaves her daughter alone with JinTao and his family. She departed to Zambia. Days turn into weeks, and the initial excitement fades. Anita starts noticing things she hadn't before. JinTao's silence, his reliance on others for decisions, his difficulty expressing emotions, his lack of showers for days and cloth change, his continued smoking and uncontrolled anger. She confides in Mr. John. Is this how he's always been? He's shy, Mr. John replies. He's never been in a relationship before. He just needs time. Finding independence. Determined not to lose herself, Anita begins exploring her new environment. She started a TikTok channel that was later closed because fans were adding bad comments based on the way she dressed in the video, and some advising her to leave her marriage. This newfound independence in comments creates tension with the matchmaking crew. Mr. Hang and Mr. Zhang thinks she should close her social media for now and focus on building her relationship with her husband, and then later she can reopen it once things are much better and she is well settled in and familiar with the culture. If you want to keep it, it's okay, says Mr. Hang. But people are going to come for you saying different things, both good and bad, and you have to be ready for it. Reluctantly, Anita agreed with what Mr. Hang says, and her TikTok was closed. A glimmer of hope. Some weeks after their wedding, JinTao got Anita a puppy so she can have something to play with. During Christmas, JinTao surprises Anita with a small speaker. He knows she likes to dance. Anita is touched by the gesture, and for the first time in weeks, she feels a connection. She gave him a hug and kiss. Thank you, she says, her voice soft. Uncertain futures. Anita's life in China is far from perfect, but she's trying. Fans continue to speculate about her relationship, noting her fading vibrancy. Mr. John visits often, ensuring that things are running smoothly, but even he can't ease all the tension. As the days go by, Anita and JinTao's story remains uncertain. Will they find a way to bridge their differences, or is their relationship destined to crumble under the weight of cultural and personal challenges? Only time will tell.
Well, you have heard the story up till here, and there's still more to come. What do you think so far? Do you think now that she's married to JinTao, things are going to get better? Do you think that JinTao will adjust and be ready for the adventure, or he's just going to be JinTao? I'll be glad to read your opinions and comments in the comment section. Remember, you are entitled to your opinion, so don't forget to share them in the comment section, and don't forget to come back for more stories. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome to Morning Tea with Omotola, where we share stories, happenings, and trends all around the world. Thanks for watching. See you next time.